shit in life. But yeah, top of the morning. I'm back on a Tuesday. I wasn't in school yesterday.
He follows Stewart for his bun.
Shut up. I wasn't in school yesterday. I have something to announce. Why? But I'm gonna save it till later in the week. But check this out.
Yo, you see the witness over there? What's the witness? Rubbish nose. I know who was behind me.
Yo, Eric. Yo, Yana. That's how you feel? You just gonna pop out with the hair out, just flexing? The growth, the gains, the inches. Crazy. I see you. The protective style's working.
Like that right there, that's how you push up, yo. Push up. No way. No arms and all.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's like he got his after push-ups.
This ain't even fucking automotive. Like, bro, you point the camera. This shit's not even all together. Nigga, watch your head. This dude playing shit. Some niggas playing Roblox.
You want-
push-ups, bro. What the fuck?
What's your rank?
Nah, chest is heat though. I'll say that.
Huh?
That's valid.
But what's your rank though? In the world? Oh, right. Okay. I don't want to get into chess, but I might be too stupid for chess. Yeah, I'm sure if I grinded it out on some Magnuson shit or whatever his name is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He be grinding out games like every 5-10 minutes.
What's up? You got 50?
Yeah,
Soldering.
when you melt like a certain property, like a certain metal property onto wires to connect to.
Yes, sir. Right.
They do it in plumbing as well.
Has electrical welding, whatever you want to call it, but yes. It's basically when you're making a connection between two wires in your circuit with what's actually called solder, alright? Different types of solder, there's acid, rosin core. We use rosin core, alright, which is lead and tin mix, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, but you can also tell, majority of the times it'll tell you what's good for what's good for electrical, some of them are good for copper, things like acid and things like that. You don't want to use it for electrical connections because then it'll end up eating the coating around it and damage it. Where might we do some solder?
Motherboard?
Huh?
A motherboard?
Yeah, people do soldering motherboards and things like that, yes.
You're trying to connect wires.
Huh?
Yeah, you're trying to connect like super long wires. You can hit it.
Super long wires, broken wires. Alright, we live in New York, especially with racks, we're gonna see a lot of that. Alright.
Chewed up.
Why might we solder something instead of just replacing the entire thing?
Sometimes you can't really find the wire itself.
Okay, you may not be able to find the wire. Anyone else?
Easier to fix?
Huh?
Easier to fix?
It's easier to fix, alright? Easy to fix.
It's satisfying.
Not completely damaged, alright? A harness is made up of multiples, literally hundreds of wires, alright?
Yeah, harness is hard to find.
A few things with that. First of all, it's going to be very expensive if you ever try to replace the entire harness, all right? And I'm not talking about a few $100s. If you replace a harness itself maybe starts at about $1,200, $1,500, and then the labor to do it, because the harness runs throughout the entire vehicle, all right? So to pull up all of those, you could easily end up spending $4,000 or $5,000. When I worked at Jeep,
$1,500 is how much I almost sold to school.
I've seen a lady spend $6,000 just on her rear harness alone, going to a two-head tail light. So yes, this is inexpensive, all right, a lot faster to do, and easier. And if you do it properly, then you won't have to worry about any other repairs on the line.
What's like the estimate time?
What, to solder
Takes it.
or replace a harness?
Which is the harness?
Shit, depends what harness. If you're looking at a body harness, that's maybe at least 8 hours. You gotta take everything out.
I've seen people take
The body
days.
harness runs through the entire car.
I see motherfuckers take
Right,
days.
when we talk about the wire, this is gauge, all right? So when you hear us talking about wires, it's gonna be in gauge size.
Yeah.
And the way that it goes is the smaller the number, the bigger the gauge, right? I know all you guys probably know what 0 gauge wire is. That's a very big one, that you use for sound systems and stuff like that.
Yes.
But what we usually gonna be working with for our normal applications is probably anywhere from like 12 to 14 gauge. That's smaller wire, right? So as the number gets bigger, the wire actually gets smaller, right? And vice versa. But soldering is extremely simple to do, right? It's not much to it. The thing that a lot of people mess up at is that when they're soldering, what they'll do is they'll heat this up and they'll just keep adding the solder to this, all right? You don't do that. You have to do it to this.
It's like you're welding.
Remember, copper is extremely conductive, all right? So all you gotta do, hold it in one spot, the heat is gonna be absorbed throughout it, and then all you gotta do is add the solder to the top. The reason you wanna do it like that is because what happens is when people try to add the solder to the top, it cools down extremely fast. So it'll melt, it'll go on the top, and it'll harden up. It will never go through the actual connection itself. What happens over time, it vibrates, it begins to break, and then it will come apart, now you have an incomplete connection again, all right? So whenever soldering, remember, you don't have to do much. You have to keep the wire in one place. Solder is going to heat up the wire, all right? As it gets hot enough, it's going to actually cause it to melt and flow through the actual connection. That's what we want to see, all right? So, first thing,
Use the torch to put the pipe,
Yeah.
and then just put the solder on it.
that's with the fire, yeah. So, first thing you always want to do is make sure that the tip is clean, pause, all right? You get yourself get yourself a piece of paper towel. Make sure that it's damp, all right? You don't want it to be wet. You just want it to be damp so that you can clean this off. The reason is you don't want this gets oxidized over time and it gets hard for the solder to actually stick.
Solid.
All right. Now I'm gonna clean tip.
Facts.
So, first things first, make sure that's clean, and you want your solder to actually get hot. All right. Don't ask me what temperature. It varies based on what you're soldering, how good you're soldering. All right, because I'm more comfortable with it, I can do a higher temperature. But with a higher temperature, this heats up a lot faster. If this heats up too much, this is also oxidized, and then the solder won't be able to go do it. All right. If you do a colder temperature, if you're not as comfortable, it'll take a little bit longer. All right. Same thing. If you're using bigger wires, you have to do higher temperatures. It's going to be harder for take longer for the heat to pass through. So I'll say play around with it, get comfortable with it. I usually say start within the range of like 400 to 500. All right. Especially because when you're starting with smaller wires, it's a lot easier. And as you get more comfortable, then you can switch your temperature, bring your temperatures up a little bit more. All right. So here we have a standard soldering machine, which is very inexpensive. These are probably maybe like $20, $30 on Amazon. All right, these are what we call helping hands. These are specifically just so you have free hands. All right. Sometimes when you buy these, they won't have the little rubber ends on it. So I usually recommend get maybe like some heat shrink or something. Just put it on the tip of it to heat it up, because you don't want the teeth to actually puncture the hole. Because even though it may not look that serious, if you get a puncture into here, what happens is moisture starts to get in here, and then it causes corrosion. All right. So make sure hands are protected, and then we're gonna go ahead with stripping our wires.
Yeah, brand new piece of wire.
I'm gonna do a very small piece. All right, this is a 16 gauge wire. All right, so what I like to do, if you're not really familiar how this works, all of your wire cutters will have numbers going down the side of them to tell you what gauge is for. I usually like to go up a gauge slightly smaller to help me just cut the insulation. If it's the 16 gauge, I wouldn't use a 16 gauge.
It's 14.
I'll go 14, right? And then you see there, all of them will tell you what size gauge it is. The bottom of your cutters is the actual cutter. So when I'm stripping a wire, all right, because we don't want to cut the actual material inside of it, all right, we just want to cut the insulation. So I don't just take it and grab it and squeeze it to put on thinking. I slowly,
So like grab and then you pull.
as I'm clamping it, I'm turning it as well, trying to get a proper clean cut around the entire side, and then I simply just pull it out. The reason I do it like that is because we don't want to cut any of the actual copper off. The more copper that you cut off, that's less path for electricity to travel, with less path for electricity to travel, that's going to cause resistance, and we know that resistance generates what?
Less current.
No, heat. All right. So more resistance is going to generate heat, causing a lot of snow. So if you look here, all right, cut it. You have none of the copper strands in there. Right? And then the same thing on the other side. And I like to give myself maybe like an inch and a half on each side, just so that it's easier to work with. All right, same thing. I'm not holding it extremely tight. I'm turning the wire as I'm squeezing my clamp as well until I feel like I've got it all the way through, and then I just use the this as leverage to pull it off. Boom, and it slides off just like that. All right. So now I have the ends completely exposed. Right. This is what we want to see. From there, there's a few ways that you connect these. What works for me, what I'm comfortable with, I like to spread these basically like fingers and interlock them just like this. And I'm gonna wrap them like a peppermint. All right, so boom. Spread them out.
Open the fingers.
Every single one?
Not all of them.
Or just like comfortably?
Yeah, just comfortably. I'm not gonna go here one by one.
Oh, just say you pull.
Just want to make sure that's
Yeah, I didn't know he's supposed to be that precise.
Real good with his fingers.
So boom.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
And
then
you say you he says he doesn't say nothing.
That was crazy. So look, you got them spread like some fingers. So you don't gotta be individually. You're gonna lock them together. Boom, and then we just gonna twist it like a pepper. What this does is make sure that we have a very good and secure, tight connection. All right. And I know it's good because I'm able to tug on it, not fully, all right, just a little slug, and it doesn't fall completely apart. Go ahead, pass it around. Just do a little tug. Don't gotta be Superman.
What are y'all?
I feel it slipping.
We're gonna find out who it is.
Superman today.
Valid.
Pull it. Yank it.
Whoever breaks it apart 50 push-ups.
Whoever break it 50 push-ups.
100.
Nah, you good, bro. Bro, you can go ahead, bro.
Ah, he got Starbucks coffee because he missed Paris coffee.
Damn.
Bro, later the first day was like, I need to go to Starbucks.
Yeah, I know them croissants.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. The
quality.
croissants was probably slapping.
Slapping.
You went to a nice local bakery.
Bakery?
How was it?
I'm not big on like pastries and stuff, but it's like cool, like to see them like actually do everything right there from scratch every morning. And my hotel was literally like on a strip with a whole bunch of restaurants and stuff. So
You say the pastries are better over there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Come
All right,
on.
bro. We all never been to Paris.
Only going for pastries, bro.
Y'all out here acting like we've been there.
Niggas in Paris.
Might have been.
They asked me why I named the song.
Who was in Paris? Like,
all right, so good. You got it. Oh shit!
Welcome.
yo,
Welcome.
hold on. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Hey, man.
Nah, he's
Nah, you talking about the time.
He's leaving tomorrow. I thought you were going for like a week.
That's like him hitting he had time. I texted the group chat. I'll let you know he was here. That's your fault.
Damn, don't sound so excited.
We was enjoying our vacation too, feel me?
Yeah,
Nah, but still. You seen what we was
You
doing?
could have enjoyed a couple more days.
We was playing Roblox and shit. Yo, I'm gonna beat your ass at least once before we leave. Cause remember, you said you was gonna practice and.
Now you got
I mean,
to tip of it against the metal wire when you put it on.
Wait, he
Other time.
He's
When you see all the white people over there, that means don't go.
Wow. So we're not gonna say nothing about him. But like, I'm not even gonna repeat it. That was crazy.
In 4K.
Listen, I'm trying to help the people.
I'm going for a few days and this
He started getting. They got comfortable. Let them get comfortable there.
There's making us rock fast over here, bro.
Yo, so you see you got it hot?
Yeah.
This is what we call tinning, alright? You just take a small amount of cider, put it on the tip of it. Alright? Don't worry if it drops off, it's gonna drop off, it's gonna harden up in a thing.
Yeah, it's normal. It's ash.
So once we got our cider to a good temperature, like I said, we're not gonna go ahead and just go like this, alright? Because what happens is, you see that? Goes on it, gets extremely hard, it doesn't go through.
Yeah, think of it like this. It's like the feather to the ink.
Like a quill pen.
You only got a certain amount of ink to use.
Yeah, exactly. So boom, what we like to do, we're gonna put it on the bottom of our connection. All right. What that does is it spreads out the heat evenly on both sides, and then as it begins to heat up, it's gonna draw the solder that's at the top down into it. So, all right. So we're gonna get a good connection all the way through. All right. Put a little pressure on it. Just make sure. Try not to move it because, like I said, this does cool down very fast. All right. Once we do that, we should start to see. You'll see a change of color a little bit. Get hot. Boom. There. Now watch, as I touch it to the top, you'll see that the solder literally just seeps in and leaks through it. See that?
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to put it on top or anything like that. And then because it is a conductor, the heat is actually going to travel. Just like that. I don't have to move my iron whatsoever. And what you push. And I should be wearing glasses right now because this does pop.
No, don't worry. You just gotta think about the bad things, and they won't happen.
And then you see like how it's starting to glob up at the bottom. That's all the excess that's just running out, so that's fine. All right, but this is what we want to see. Solder goes through. All right, and the way you know you have a good connection, let's just cool down for a little bit. You don't want to move it away right immediately because then if it's still cold, exactly. All right, just let that cool down.
It's still sinking in.
Don't take no time. All right, but once you're done, this is what you want to see. All right, the solder perfectly coats the connection so well that you still see the strands of the wire. All right, it's not coating it excessively. It doesn't mean that it's just shielding it. You can still see all the lines of the actual individual copper strands.
Pull test to see if he did a good job.
No, he
It worked. They worked.
As hard as you can.
Hold on, shit gonna fall apart or not? Let's find out.
Okay.
Solid.
Okay. Alright.
Valid.
They work the construction business.
Oh.
That's how I find out, bro.
Can you- Wait, what? How does that work? Solder a $5 bill?
To a $50 bill.
How does that work?
I just add the 0 next to the 5. 50.
Yo, we might have to try that. We might have to try that.
Nah, bro, you tweaking. Damn. Hell no, what?
You got games on your phone? Games?
Yo, ain't no way.
He said he need an extra kick.
Whoa, ignore my C people.
You got Clash of Clans? What town hall are you?
I don't condone this.
13, I think. I don't play.
I think I'm town hall 14.
You got the tea. You got the cheese.
Peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea
Wait,
on top.
I got a question.
Peppermint tea on top.
If you hate and suck at electrical, how the fuck did you build a PC?
Follow instructions.
No, PC is a lot easier because you don't need any soldering. Everything is just called.
It's a Lego.
Follow instructions.
Bro,
I never built a PC,
I
so I
built
don't
3. It's not hard.
Yeah, building a PC is not hard.
Imagine Legos.
That's the first thing he heard.
Bro, the suspension was so annoying, bro. I couldn't. Once I attached it, I couldn't take it out. Like I literally had to flex it open to get a certain piece.
Wait. You talking about like you built like a
Lego.
Okay, see me, I see you.
Is that the same fucking joint?
I'm a Lego enthusiast.
You should have been looking up at this shit like this.
It's solder time. My fault. Yeah, man. We out here with the class, you know? We about to do some soldering, which is very important for electrical. So, yo, I got next. But yeah, this is important. So, hands-on work. Love it. Ow, something is off my
No, it don't gotta look good. It just gotta look like it's covering the whole thing.
Stop lying to me.
Nah, like turn it.
Yeah, it's covering the whole thing. You barely even see any copper. My shit looking like straight boogers,
Nope. Still got this one in my hand, man. Nah, I'm waiting till she finish. I can't work with this. My
Mine too, like what the fuck?
No,
And this melt method didn't work, bro. Whose is this?
Nah, it did work. I just think you probably want you gotta give it a credit. He's waiting.
That doesn't work.
Oh, you didn't get extra? You need soda.
I got extra. Like you used it.
You need what? Soda. Soda? Soda. Sometimes we just need soda, yo.
I'm about to go get more real quick.
Yo, hold it. Go get some more soda. Don't do that. It's not gonna work.
He's a racist, but we already knew that.